Okay, we wanted to put together a very short, sort of 2 to 3 minute video here, just sort of explaining what the process is, why we're doing it, and an overview effectively of the system in place. Functional movement systems have been up and running for 20 years. So this is one section of their business based out in America. So it's the functional movement screen itself. They're currently using this process in elite level sport, the military, high school, colleges, and right the way down through to grade school at the moment. I've been trialing a lot of this over in the UK in primary schools. The whole point of a screen is quite simple. It's there to pick up red flags. So if we think of other screens that we've got in play at the moment, from visual to blood pressure, the whole point of a blood pressure test is to gain an understanding of whether or not you're hypertensive. So if you're 150 over 90, you would need further assessment and the screen would have done its job. So if we also think about what's happening in healthcare around the world at the moment, early detection and screens are one of the reasons why we are winning some of the battles against some of our major problems we've got. And we're trying to do the same here with musculoskeletal health. We're trying to identify any imbalances or any issues so that we can intervene before things get worse. And that's the purpose of the screen itself. So again, I'm not going to go through a huge amount of it now. There's plenty of research validating this and plenty of data that I can send across to you, but this is just a snapshot. So each of these movements, there's 7 of them in total, and a scoring system from 0 to 3. 3 being optimal, 2 being acceptable, 1 being we need some assistance, and 0 if it picks up pain, well then we'd need some further assessment. We didn't draw the line at this perfect flexibility and stability and core control. We wanted to know realistically what is the minimum level of movement quality that you need to take on to whatever exercise, whatever skill, whatever game you might be playing. And if there are any issues, the screen would then pick it up. So once the screen is carried out, and it takes about 10 minutes, so it's nothing too arduous for anybody to go through. Once we've gone through the screen, you get a detailed report. The report will just give you a traffic light system. So effectively, it's quite straightforward. Green we don't have a concern with. Red would be a highlighted system area that we need to look at. The whole point again is not to waste anybody's time. It's to pick what's relevant to that individual. So the scoring system again is all laid out for you. And if I give you a bit of an example on one of the areas on this particular report was the shoulder mobility, 1 on the left, 3 on the right. So we know that we've got an asymmetry and we've got some level of dysfunction that we need to help them along with. It will detail the anatomical reasons and what the test shows, but really importantly at the bottom here, conditioning exercises. Now, we all know it's important to be physically strong and ready to go for our activity, and the difficulty is at age 13, 14 and 15. It's education. It's, what do we do? Now, exercise is no more than stress put on a biological organism, a human being. So it can be either constructive or destructive, and we don't want it to be the latter. So in this particular case, now under conditioning exercises, it gives you an idea of what activities to avoid that are just going to stress the system. And that's not forever. We're talking about a couple of weeks of intervention, corrective work, and they're back doing that form of activity, whatever they'd like to do. So the full report comes out. It's an educational process. After that, we have our main account system that we set up. So let me just show you exactly what you're going to receive. So you'll get an email to activate a username and a password, and you'll have an account where your assessments are, as you can see. Within there will be the programs. Now we wanted to create something again, so something that could be done 3 times a week, 10 minutes at home with very little to no equipment needed. I think mums and dads, it's hard enough if someone throws another after-school club on you where you've got another hour's worth of time. But this is something that we felt we could do at home, and again, something that mums and dads could probably do with them as well to support them. So within the account, all the details there, and you get high-quality videos like this. So all the instructions are there on the side. It's simplistic stuff, but it's all based on the information from the screen. It's not random and it's not blanketed across a whole group of individuals. It's relevant to you, and it starts not only trying to prepare you for the cricket season or whatever sports season you're about to play, but start working on some problems that are already occurring in your body so that you can have a lifetime of athletics and recreation. So hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. If you do require anything further, there's plenty of research documenting this. So yeah, hope that helps.